Old Hollywood is known for its glitz, glamour, and timeless stars. But behind the dazzling lights and red carpets lie stories that are far more complex. Did you know that some of the most iconic names in Hollywood once worked in the adult film industry to survive? Yes, before they became legends, these stars had humble and often controversial beginnings. Let's uncover the untold stories of resilience, sacrifice, and the harsh realities of making it in early Hollywood. In the golden age of cinema, breaking into Hollywood was a near impossible feat. For aspiring actors without connections or wealth, the path to fame was filled with challenges. Many turned to unconventional means to stay afloat, including working in the adult film industry. It's not about scandal, it's about survival. These stories reveal the gritty, unpolished side of chasing dreams in a world that often demanded everything and gave nothing in return. Let's dive into 5 fascinating tales of stars who rose from adversity to become icons. Sylvester Stallone, from desperation to stardom. Today, Sylvester Stallone is celebrated as the ultimate underdog, thanks to his legendary role in Rocky. But his early life was anything but glamorous. In the early 1970s, Stallone was a struggling actor in New York City, desperate for money. With no place to stay and no food to eat, he made a choice many might not understand. He accepted a role in an adult film titled The Party at Kitty and Studs. For a mere $200, Stallone took on the role, later saying, "It was either do that movie or rob someone." Far from the shining lights of Hollywood, Stallone's decision was one of pure survival, but his determination paid off. Just a few years later, he penned Rocky, proving that sometimes the most unconventional starts can lead to iconic success. Marilyn Monroe, a hungry heart and a bold choice. Marilyn Monroe, the ultimate Hollywood icon, had a tough start as Norma Jean Mortensen. Raised in foster homes and struggling to make ends meet, she took on modeling jobs that many at the time considered risque. In the early 1940s, she posed nude for $50, a small fortune for her at the time. When these photos resurfaced during her rise to fame, Monroe faced potential scandal. Instead of hiding, she owned her story, famously saying, "I was hungry." Her honesty only endeared her further to fans, cementing her place as a symbol of both vulnerability and strength. Marilyn Monroe, a hungry heart and a bold choice. Marilyn Monroe, the ultimate Hollywood icon, had a tough start as Norma Jean Mortensen. Raised in foster homes and struggling to make ends meet, she took on modeling jobs that many at the time considered risque. In the early 1940s, she posed nude for $50, a small fortune for her at the time. When these photos resurfaced during her rise to fame, Monroe faced potential scandal. Instead of hiding, she owned her story, famously saying, "I was hungry." Her honesty only endeared her further to fans, cementing her place as a symbol of both vulnerability and strength. Joan Crawford. Rumors and reinvention. Joan Crawford's name is synonymous with old Hollywood glamour and dramatic roles. But whispers followed her throughout her career, with rumors that she had appeared in adult films early on. While definitive proof of this remains elusive, the rumors alone highlight the extreme measures many actors considered to escape poverty. Born Lucille Fay Lesueur, Crawford grew up in challenging circumstances. She worked tirelessly to transform herself into one of the most celebrated actresses of her era. Whether the rumors were true or not, Crawford's relentless ambition and ability to reinvent herself made her an enduring star. Clark Gable's The King of Hollywood's humble beginnings. Clark Gable, best known as Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind, didn't always live the life of a king. Before his rise to fame, Gable worked odd jobs and struggled to make ends meet. Some accounts suggest he posed for risque photographs in his early days to survive, a far cry from the dashing image he later cultivated. Gable's journey serves as a reminder that even Hollywood royalty often start at the very bottom, proving that resilience and perseverance can lead to greatness. Louise Brooks, the silent film rebel. Louise Brooks, with her iconic bob haircut and daring screen presence, was a trailblazer in every sense. But before her fame, Brooks was known for her rebellious spirit and willingness to challenge societal norms. Reports suggest that she posed for provocative photos early in her career, bold choices that reflected her determination to carve out a space for herself in a restrictive industry. Brooks later left Hollywood, disillusioned by its hypocrisy, but her legacy as a fearless and unapologetic star endures. Clara Bow, the original It Girl of Hollywood, embodied the free-spirited flapper energy of the Roaring Twenties. But behind her infectious charm and radiant smile was a woman who overcame unimaginable challenges. Raised in poverty and subjected to a tumultuous family life, Bao's early years were far from glamorous. Though there's no direct evidence that Bao worked in the adult film industry, rumors swirled about risque photo shoots she may have done to make ends meet before breaking into silent films. Her rise to stardom was fueled by her undeniable talent and relatable vulnerability. In an industry that often demanded perfection, Bao's naturalism and unpolished honesty made her a fan favorite. She became a massive box office draw, defining an entire era of cinema. But as sound films emerged and Hollywood's demands grew harsher, Bao's career and mental health suffered. Despite her challenges, Clara Bao's impact on Hollywood remains profound. She wasn't just an actress, she was a trailblazer, breaking barriers and showing the world that raw authenticity could captivate millions. What connects these stories is the sheer determination of these actors. They didn't choose the adult film industry lightly. It was often a last resort, a means of survival in a system that offered little support to outsiders. Hollywood's golden age may seem glamorous, but beneath the surface was a harsh reality. Aspiring stars faced exploitation, limited opportunities, and societal judgment. These actors made difficult choices, not because they wanted to, but because they had to. These stories aren't just about scandal. They're about resilience, grit, and the unyielding pursuit of a dream. The next time you watch a classic Hollywood film, remember that behind the polished performances were real people who faced incredible odds to achieve their success. Their journeys remind us that greatness often comes from the most unexpected places. No matter where you start, it's where you go that truly matters. If you enjoyed uncovering these untold stories of Hollywood, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights. Who knows what other secrets Hollywood is hiding? These stories aren't just about scandal. They're about resilience, grit, and the unyielding pursuit of a dream. What's truly remarkable is how these individuals overcame their past and turned it into a stepping stone for greatness. Sylvester Stallone's raw determination and talent gave the world Rocky, a timeless underdog story. Marilyn Monroe, despite societal judgment, embraced her vulnerability, transforming it into an unmatched charm that captivated millions. Joan Crawford's reinvention showcased her ability to adapt and excel, while Clark Gable's charisma turned him into the king of Hollywood. Louise Brooks shattered conventions, leaving behind a legacy that inspired generations of artists. Their journeys remind us that greatness often comes from the most unexpected places. These legends didn't just find success, they defined what it means to rise above challenges, cementing their places in the history of Hollywood.